know about you guys, but I spend like way too much of my waking day thinking about Lamar Jackson and his future with Baltimore. I still am a very firm believer that this is a guy who can and will win a Super Bowl in the Charm City. And according to Jeff Zrebiec, writer with The Athletic, writes for the Baltimore Ravens, he gave us a major update on Lamar Jackson's contract extension status with Baltimore. And who knows, maybe in a couple of months, we could have him locked down for the very, very near and long future. Before I get into his update, before we talk a little bit more about Lamar Jackson, I need you guys, okay? If you want Lamar to be extended by the Baltimore Ravens, I need you to like today's video, okay? We're going to act like every single like is $100 added onto his contract. So if you want to do your part, if you want to raise some money for Lamar Jackson to have his future here a little bit longer, I need you to do the one thing for me and like today's video. Alrighty, let's get into some Lamar Jackson contract news. Again, if you do not follow Jeff Zrebiec on Twitter, I think you should. He is a wonderful follow. He's been with The Athletic for a very long time, with Baltimore for a very long time. He has all the latest scoops, and here's what he had to say this morning about QB1. Then there's the contract status of Lamar Jackson. His cap number balloons to $74.5 million next year. The Ravens would love to reach an agreement on an extension with Jackson before the start of this season. So the big note from that, the big expectation is expect an extension before September, which I think is massive news. I think that's a huge update because we hadn't really gotten much lately. We got the news about Tyler Linderbaum, Kyle Hamilton, and their respective fifth-year options, and we haven't had much about Lamar Jackson. Well, now apparently the Ravens would love to get an extension done before September. And when it is done, you can expect it to be a big one, right? Right now, Dak Prescott tops all quarterbacks $60 million a year. The newly extended Josh Allen is tied for second with Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow and Jordan Love, and Trevor Lawrence as well. The top 10 is rounded out by Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert. Lamar Jackson right now finds himself at number 9, and then Jalen Hurts at number 10. I would not be shocked one bit whatsoever if Lamar is at the top of this list, because you look at all those guys that are there, and I'd say Lamar Jackson is more talented, better than every single one of them. Is that crazy to say? I know Jalen Hurts now has the Super Bowl and things like that, but everybody else on that list, like the fact that Trevor Lawrence is getting $55 million a year is absolutely ludicrous, in my opinion. I actually can't even really wrap my head around that. The fact that a guy who has done nothing has won, one playoff game in his entire career, and other than that, has had any winning seasons with Jacksonville, it's actually insane. So I think he's going to be at the top of that list, top 2, if not the number 1. You guys tell me in the comment section down below, what would you pay Lamar Jackson? How much, if you were Eric DeCosta, would you make that contract? You let me know your number in the comment section down below. I'd be willing to pay a lot, but you let me know your answer right now. So Lamar Jackson pretty recently signed a 5-year, $260 million contract that was in March of 2023. That was the one where we kind of all were sitting on the edge of our seats over a couple of months and thinking, oh my goodness, is he going to leave us? Fortunately, he didn't. 5 years, $260 million. But let's talk about a guy who's gotten an extension most recently. That is Mr. Josh Allen. As much as I hate wasting my breath on this show talking about Josh Allen, it makes a lot of sense today. Just signed a 6-year deal that totals $330 million. The average is $55 million, which is a lot of money, but he didn't get top quarterback money. But his guarantee is so much higher. $250 million guaranteed for Josh Allen. I think that's probably what Lamar Jackson would go to with this new contract. It's a little bit more guaranteed money, because then you look at Dak Prescott's deal, which again got done the very day the NFL season opened for the Dallas Cowboys. He got 4 years, $240 million, an average of $60 million a year, but he got less guaranteed money, about $20 million less than Josh Allen, $231 million. Still a lot of guaranteed money. I would not mind that one bit, but it's definitely less. My take on this is it's just going to come down to what Lamar wants. Okay, I think if he looked at them and he said, I want $62 million, I want a deal similar to Dak Prescott's, they would do it. But I also think if he looked at what Josh Allen just got and said, hey, give me $57 million a year, on 6 years and can be a little bit more guaranteed than Josh Allen does, I think that they would do that as well. Personally, if I'm the one making the call, if I'm Eric DeCosta, if I'm this entire front office, I would do either deal. I am in the business of keeping Lamar Jackson in purple and gold for as long as I can. If I'm running this organization, that's my number one goal. That's my number one thing, is how long can we keep 8 in the building, okay? I'd prefer less money a year and more guaranteed. I prefer the Josh Allen deal just because that helps you out a lot more, helps out your cap space a little bit more, helps you sign other players a little bit more. It doesn't hamstring you so much with your quarterback's contract that you have to go elsewhere and do other things and cut other, it just helps you be a little bit more flexible if he takes the less per year and more guaranteed money. But like I said, whatever he wants, he's getting. I mean, these video game numbers are absolutely unbelievable. The fact that he didn't win MVP last year still, I think, is one of the biggest shocks, in my opinion, in my entire life watching professional sports. 66.7% completion percentage, 4,172 passing yards, 41 touchdowns through the air. That's not even counting his rushing touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He was unbelievable. And if I'm Lamar, this is the offseason that I'm trying to get that new contract, because you could point and say, look at what I did last year. Look at that 4,000 passing yard season, 41 passing touchdown season, 4 interception season. Pay me what I want. And they need to, because if they don't, they are screwed next year with his cap hits. Okay? In 2025, it's not bad. $43.65 million, which is a lot of money. But you look at 2026, you look at 2027, they're taking up about a quarter of the entire Baltimore Ravens cap. And if you extend him, this is what you save. $15 million in 2025, and then $40.5 million in 2026 and 2027. Among 3 years, you save $105 million. That was bad math. It's $95 million. But you guys get what I'm saying. You save a lot of money. So it's easy to do it, right? It's like, not only do you want that guy in your building for the long term, but you want to save a lot of money. You want to save as much money as you possibly can. And like I said off the very top, I still firmly believe that Lamar Jackson will win a Super Bowl. I don't want to use the G word because we don't like to say guaranteed on this show, but I am still a very strong believer in Lamar Jackson. I'm still a very strong believer in his talent. And I just think that someday, I firmly believe he's going to get to that mountaintop. He's going to lead this team, a team, to a Super Bowl. It's which team he's going to lead. That's why you got extended to make sure it's this one, okay? And I know a lot of people write him off. A lot of people are saying he's done. A lot of people are saying, you know what? We haven't seen any of the postseason success. I don't know how you can believe, I don't know how you can think that this guy can win a Super Bowl one day. Well, it happens more than you think. That these great quarterbacks just take a little while to win these games, okay? Took Peyton Manning and Drew Brees 9 seasons. Took Aaron Rodgers 6, and he hasn't won it since. Moose, has he been back since? No, he hasn't been back since. Steve Young took 10 seasons. John Elway took 15 seasons to win a Super Bowl. And so it takes some time for a lot of these guys. Peyton Manning, guys are writing him off. Drew Brees, guys are writing him off. The same thing's happening to Lamar, and I promise you, he can get there. Make the call for me down there in the comment section. Will Lamar Jackson win a Super Bowl? Simple yes, simple no. That'll suffice. You let me know your opinion down below. You already know mine, okay? I'm typing yes 100 million times, but I want to hear what you guys have to say by giving me your answer down below. And while we're talking about guys that I believe can win a Super Bowl in a Baltimore Ravens uniform, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the newest first-round pick for your Baltimore Ravens, Mr. Malaki Starks. And if you want to get his jersey right now, all you got to do is go to chatsports.com/Starks. That'll take you right there. Of course, it's not going to be the one. It's going to be his number 24, but this is an investment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I've said it a ton, but this is like buying Apple stock back in 2004. it's going to pay off big time. Because I believe that this is a guy who looks like a Raven, smells like a Raven, plays like a Raven, and he's going to be a Raven for a very long time. So if you want to support him, support Baltimore, support this channel, chatsports.com/Starks is where you got to go. Again, the link to that promo is in the comments and also in the description of today's video. So if you're at all interested, go down to the comment section, find this link, chatsports.com, and go ahead and click on it. So any hope, in my opinion, that you have for the future of this team, of this franchise, it's in Lamar Jackson. You go as he goes, which so far in the regular season has treated you very well, and the postseason hasn't treated you as well, but I still believe that the more cracks he's going to get at it, he's going to be able to overcome that. That's why you keep him here no matter what, because you go wherever he takes you. And I believe that he could take you somewhere very, very special. That's what I've been talking about for the last, 10 and a half minutes on today's show. And the last update that we got was from Adam Schefter. Brian Wacker was talking about it in the Baltimore Sun. There's what he had to say. ESPN insider Adam Schefter says the Ravens finalizing a contract extension for Lamar Jackson in the near future is a no-brainer. So everything we're hearing, whether it's Jeff Zrebiec, whether it's Brian Wacker, whether that's Adam Schefter, everybody believes that this is going to be something that happens very, very soon. And because of that, I'm very, very excited about it. Okay, I think it's something that needs to happen very, very soon. Get them locked down for the future as quickly as you can. Speaking about the future, we're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here the day after that and the day after that as well. Daily videos on your Baltimore Ravens. We only talk Baltimore right here on the channel. So lock us in right now. Hit that subscribe button. Join the over 31,000 members of the flock we've got right here on the channel.